Who would you folks, if you could pick someone to be, and again, thinking about not your personal favorite, but who would be best for the party. Right now, who would you pick as your 2028 Democratic nominee?
My ticket, my dream ticket. Okay,
Yes.
the pie in the sky ticket would include Dwayne the Rock Johnson, but that's probably not going to be a possibility. So, I
Okay.
would love to see. I think there's something to, and we're going to talk about this, at the end of the show. Stephen A. Smith, I think, is
Mhm.
incredibly intriguing for a variety of reasons, and it's going to have to be, if Democrats want to succeed, someone cut from the cloth of a Stephen A. Smith or a Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban, if you're he would be the guy again if you're thinking about someone who's not a politician, who's not holding office. He's the one who polls the best, and I think he's really in good favor now because so many people I've since particularly since this whole Elon thing and Silicon Valley and the whole tech oligarchy, so many people are saying, well, he's the good billionaire. He's the kind of billionaire that I like. He's someone that really seems to care more about the country than his own self-interest and lack of competition and of having an authoritarian government, all that. So, but how about so you would say, but in terms of Kurt, in terms of like a more pragmatic choice, who would you, or it's a more realistic choice, I should say, who would you choose? What would be your ticket? It sounds like Newsom is vice president.
I could see Gavin. Like, I just think Gavin has a better chance of being the VP than the top of the ticket. I still think that someone uh, who has had success in more Republican areas, like the governor of Kentucky, comes to mind. Someone who has won consistently statewide in a red state should have appeal for the Democratic Party. I do think that if I look at the people who have been a part of the Biden era, we'll call it. The only person who I think has a viable political future is Pete Buttigieg. He is, in my opinion, by far the most talented communicator outside of AOC in the Democratic Party. He is not afraid to go on Fox News and defend his positions, and he does it in such a, I think, effective and approachable way where even Republicans who don't agree with him don't feel offended or attacked by him either when they listen to him. And I think that Democrats are going to need more people who can pull that off if they're going to have any chance of putting together an electoral college coalition that can actually get them over the finish line.
How about you, Ashley?
Well, I'm gonna talk about the Republican side. I'm still holding out for Nikki, she's a dear friend of mine, so I would love to make a comeback, and I think Glenn Youngkin has a future. I wonder, obviously, everyone's sitting here right now saying JD would be the heir apparent to a Trump, but, like, in 4 years from now, are people tired of kind of that?
Isn't it going
And
to be Trump Jr. and Vance? They're just going to recycle the sides Trump Vance by just putting
and I
Jr. at the end?
I just think people will get tired of it. I think there's a moment in time that Trump took right now, and that's what he's doing, what he said he's doing. He's done in 4 years, and so is the Republican Party able to have more traditional candidates or not? And Nikki and Youngkin would be a great ticket. I think Rubio is going to be something to watch to see it, but it's gonna depend how he does the
He will
next.
never win a Republican primary. Let me tell you right now, Marco Rubio will never win a Republican primary because the Republican primary base knows he's not a true believer. He's a poser.
Well, neither is Nikki, and is Youngkin.
And she didn't win either, and she never will.
I
Well,
know.
I
But
I
do
think
we pivot a little bit maybe? Sorry, Dave, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say that JD Vance, I think there's so many people that tries to be try to be more Trump than Trump. That was the whole Vivek the fake motto, right? Was I'm gonna be more
Future governor
Trumpy.
of Ohio, Vivek.
And yes, yes.
Fake,
Well, that'll be interesting.
fake,
Yeah, he
fake.
lasted a long time with Doge, but I think that Nikki Haley is good. I think also people may. It's too bad that he doesn't have more of a personality and that he has a whiny voice. But I think people may want someone who's just like a technocrat, and that's where I think someone like Ron DeSantis is good because I think he really has done a good job overall running the
Nope.
state of Florida.
He will
And
never
he
get
is
back
he
on that
can
stage again. He's toast. His wife has a chance, actually,
yes.
especially if she becomes governor of Florida. He's done. Like,
Well, you mean what? I thought Matt Gates was going to be the next
Oh my god.
next
And
Matt Gates
Florida.
is going to be the no. Matt Gates is going to be the next attorney general of Florida.
Yeah, oh,
right
yeah,
now,
really.
you think I don't know if he'll win.
Well,
Stranger things have happened.
yeah, it'll be interesting to see because you have a unique situation here we haven't had since the late 19th century, where you have someone who's been out of office who's a lame duck when they come into office. So I'm really curious to see how that dynamic is going to affect the race. And of course, Lindsey Graham, who I have to say, if you Elise Stefanik in terms of just sheer sellout is my most deplorable, but someone who's just been so pathetic, I think it's hard to top Lindsey Graham, who, 2 weeks ago was talking about how great an ally Ukraine was and then saying, "Oh, Zelensky's gonna have to resign," but just when you think he can't go any lower, Trump 28. He actually oh my god, he actually
We have to
so
remember how old he's what,
God,
85?
Yes.
who,
Trump.
Yeah.
oh, yeah. Well, he'll be 80 he'll be, 82 when he was done because he was 78 when he started. Yeah. He was born,
Okay.
I think, June. He's 2 months younger than Bill Clinton. He was born, June of '46.